On a beach off the coast of Long Island, Agent Maria Hill and her team are investigating the site of a crashed meteor. The agents swarm around the site in FBI uniforms.
All right, our orders are to get this thing out of here and back to base.
Maria Hill crouches down, examining some debris from the meteor. She reaches down and picks it up with her gloved hand. One of the agents walks over to her.
Commander Hill.
What is it, Johnson?
Agent Daisy Johnson motions to the agent behind her.
Tell her what you told me.
The other agent, Phillip Masters, steps up, holding a high-tech Geiger counter.
The meteor is emitting some kind of radiation, but it's not like anything we currently have on file. The radiation levels are off the chart. The device can't even get an accurate reading on it.
Maria Hill looks away for a second, thinking. She sighs, standing up. She pulls out her phone and puts it to her ear.
What are you doing?
Calling an expert.
Moments later, the Fantastic Four arrive on the scene in the Fantastic Car. They exit, dressed in their Fantastic Four uniforms. Reed Richards walks over to the meteor and stands over it with a Geiger counter of his own.
What?
It is the same radiation that we were exposed to. This meteor went through the cosmic storm.
Reed turns to the group.
It does not seem to have affected anything except for the amount of radiation it is emitting.
Ben puts his hand on the rock. He lifts it up, seeing that his hand left an impression. Reed looks down at the device in his hand.
It is having some weird reaction.
Phillip Masters looks down at his device and realizes that there are similar readings coming from a different location. He follows the signal to a little ways down the beach where a small piece of the meteor had landed.
It's the meteor! Get down!
Sue puts an invisible field around the meteor. Ben turns and sees Phillip next to the meteor fragment. Ben runs over to him and grabs Phillip, shielding him from an explosion. The energy passes through both Ben and Phillip. Ben lets go of him. Sue drops the field around the large meteor.
Is everyone okay?
Hill turns to one of her agents.
Agent Stutgart, check in on everyone. Make sure there are no injuries.
Yes, ma'am.
Reed runs over to Ben. Sue and Johnny follow.
Ben, are you all right?
Yeah, I feel fine.
It would be best if we were not to make any more physical contact with the rock. Let me take a sample with us. I will be able to get better readings from my lab.
Everyone looks at Maria Hill.
Fine.
Sue walks over to the meteor and chops her hand in front of it, forming an invisible disc and slicing off a sample. She lifts it up off the floor in an invisible bubble.
Thank you, Susan.
Great. Are we done here?
Johnny.
What? We have an interview to get to.
I still am not sure about this. We are not celebrities. However, it would be good to show people that our powers do not need to be feared.
Reed turns to Hill.
I will take the sample to my lab and get back to you with my findings. How should I contact you?
You can contact Agent Johnson.
Agent Johnson steps forward.
Daisy Johnson.
She hands Reed a card with contact information on it.
We will be in touch.
The four turn and get into the Fantastic Car, flying away.
All right, team, let's clear out. Hours later, the Fantastic Four are on a couch in the talk show studio.
Next to them, sitting at a desk, is the talk show host.
Threats and Menaces with Jason and Jameson.
Welcome back to Threats and Menaces, the show where we discuss who and what you should hate and fear. I'm your host, Jonah Jameson, and I'm joined by special guests, the Fantastic Four, Mr. Fantastic, Invisible Woman, Human Torch, and The Thing. Tell us, guys, how are we doing today?
Pretty good, Jay.
That's great to hear. Now let's find out if these Fantastic Four are really heroes or...
Threats and Menaces!
That's right. Now it is believed that you, Mr. Fantastic, are the leader of the Fantastic Four. Is this the case?
Actually, Jay, contrary to popular belief, I'm the leader of the Fantastic Four.
What?
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 Interesting.
Very. Oh, fearless leader, maybe you want to explain to the good man how our costumes work.
That is actually one of the questions our viewers had. I mean, your costume doesn't burn when you are covered in fire, or Mr. Fantastic's suit stretches with them.
Well, Reed, you always explain it better than me.
Right. You see, when we went into space, the cosmic rays that gave us our powers also affected our aerospace suits, making their molecules unstable and reforming the suits to adapt our abilities. The design, though, is all Susan.
Very, interesting. Anyways, let's continue. What do you have to say in response to the rumors surrounding you being responsible for the sudden uproar of superhumans in New York City?
While it may seem that way, can we be held responsible for people wanting to do good?
If they are doing good. But it can be argued that some are causing more harm than good. Notably the menace, Spider-Man.
Suddenly, every phone in the studio starts buzzing.
What's going on?
Reed Richards stretches his arm and grabs J. Jonah Jameson's phone off of his table.
Hey!
There is a supervillain attack less than 5 blocks from here.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go.
The four get up and head towards the wall. Ben punches a hole in it, giving the Fantastic Four an exit.
Hey!
Reed presses a button on his wrist. The Fantastic car rounds the corner of the building and hovers over the ground at the hole in the wall. They all jump in and fly away in the car.
They are menaces!
At the same moment, Phillip Masters is making his way to his locker in the locker room of his organization's base. There are 3 other agents in the room. Agents Eric O'Grady, Chris McCarthy, and Mitchell Carson. One of the men is leaning up against the wall, while the other 2 stand next to him, joking around.
Watch this.
The man leaning against the wall sticks one of his legs out as Phillip walks by.
Oh, man, Phil. You all right, man?
Eric motions to the other 2 men. They help Phillip up. Phillip touches his lips with his fingers, revealing blood.
You've had quite the streak, huh? Heard about what happened at the beach. Good thing the Fantastic Four were there, though, right?
I guess.
But hey, keep your head up. It's not like you could have done anything, right? We can't all be good at our jobs. Alright, let's go, guys. Shift starts soon.
As he watches them leave, Phillip fiddles with the piece of meteor in his pocket. Moments later, the Fantastic Four land in the streets of New York. On the ground, there's a beast the size of a bear, with the humanoid body of a lion and the giant wings of an eagle. The creature has large fangs and claws and a tail covered in spikes. The beast has a white face with cat-like features and is covered in brown fur, wearing only skin-tight gray shorts with a large yellow stripe down each side. The 4 jump out of the Fantastic car, prepared for a fight.
All right, Reed, what's the plan?
We have to figure out what this thing is before we create a plan of attack.
The creature turns, seeing the 4.
Right. Well, you might want to come up with something quick.
The monster uses his massive wings and flies towards the team. He grabs Ben and takes him to the skies.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Ben struggles to break free of the monster's hold, but to no success.
I got him. Flame on!
Johnny bursts into living flame and flies after Ben and the monster. Johnny blasts a fireball at the creature, hitting it. The creature drops Ben in response.
You've got to be kidding me.
The people on the ground see the man made of rock falling toward them. They scatter to clear the area. Ben lands in a food stand, crushing it and everything inside. Ben struggles to his feet, slightly dizzy from the fall. A woman is standing in front of him, seemingly unfazed. The woman stands in the same spot, not moving an inch, her eyes looking in the direction where Ben is standing.
Hey.
The woman doesn't move.
Are you okay?
Yeah. You should probably get out of here. You're not exactly safe right now, miss.
Ben visually scans the lady from her red hair down to her white cane.
Alicia. Masters.
Alicia puts out her hand. Ben walks up and awkwardly shakes it.
And you are?
Ben. Grimm.
Alicia puts her hand on Ben's face and starts moving her hands around it.
Hey, what are you doing?
If you couldn't tell, I'm blind. This is how I can see what you look like.
Alicia's hands make their way down to Ben's chest.
Interesting.
What?
You're definitely...
Ben grabs Alicia's arms and takes her hands off him.
A monster?
Unique. And that can be a beautiful thing.
Oh.
Hey, big guy. Hate to interrupt your massage, but we could use some help over here.
A little ways away, the other three members of the team are still fighting the creature. The monster has Johnny pinned to the ground, opening its mouth to devour the Human Torch. Reed stretches his arms around the beast's neck and keeps it from attacking Johnny. Back with Alicia, Ben sees the fight continue.
I should get going. They're kind of helpless without me.
Ben runs to his team.
It was nice to meet you, Ben Grimm.
Hey, Garfield.
Ben comes running in to where the creature is standing over Johnny.
Over here, furball.
Ben hits the beast, sending it flying into the air. The monster flaps his wings, gaining control over its fall. The beast hovers in the air, looking down at the four. It dives down at Ben. Reacting quickly, Sue creates an invisible force, pushing the creature away. When it hits the ground, a collar is revealed to be around its neck.
Look, around its neck. That collar is advanced tech. That could be what is responsible for creating this monster. Johnny, grab the beast's attention. Ben, Sue, hold the thing down. I will find a way to get that collar off.
Johnny flies into the air, drawing the beast's attention. While it's distracted, Sue pushes an invisible energy wall at it, knocking it back. Ben jumps onto it, holding it down. Reed stretches his head and arms to where Ben is. He takes a second to inspect the collar around its neck.
Fascinating. It seems to be emitting low-level gamma radiation. Wait. Aim. Where have I...
Quit admiring the craftsmanship and get that thing off.
Right.
Reed presses a button on the collar, disabling it and causing it to fall off.
Got it.
The creature begins to shrink and its features change from that of a winged lion into a skinny human man. The shorts he's wearing shrinking with him.
Where am I?
Reed bends down next to him.
Who are you?
We are here to help. My name is Reed Richards. What is your name?
John. Horton.
What do you remember, John?
There were these men wearing yellow suits, a clear glass tube, they were, ah!
Hey, it's okay. Don't strain yourself.
Moments later, Maria Hill and her team pull up to the scene in multiple black SUVs.
Well done.
You know, you should start paying us for every problem we handle, seeing as how we're making your job easier.
Sure. We'll handle the cleanup. You all can go.
Actually, Miss Hill.
Commander Hill.
Right. Commander Hill. What is AIM?
Excuse me?
Well, the collar that man was wearing.
Reed holds out the collar in front of him.
It's not the first thing we have recovered that has this logo.
Yeah, that's classified.
Maria Hill snatches the collar from Reed.
Like I said, You can leave.
But
Now.
The four head back into the fantastic car and fly off. Back on the ground, Commander Hill is talking with her superior.
Yes, sir. They're starting to get suspicious. Maybe it's time we bring them in.
Later, in his apartment, Phillip Masters is trying to unlock the secret powers he believes the cosmic irradiated rock will give him. Holding the rock in his hand, he thrusts his arm forward.
Come on, work!
Phillip looks down at the rock in his hand.
What's wrong with you?
Phillip slams the rock down onto the coffee table next to him. He sits down on the old, beaten-up couch behind him, putting his hands on his head.
Ugh!
The front door to the apartment opens. Phillip Masters lifts his head and sees his niece, Alicia Masters, walking through the door. Phillip stands up and runs over to hug her.
Alicia, where have you been? It's been hours since you were supposed to be back.
I'm all right, Uncle Phillip. I was down at the farmer's market.
Phillip backs up, surprised.
Where the monster attacked? Are you all right?
Alicia walks further into the apartment, placing her groceries on the counter in the kitchen.
I told you I'm fine. The Fantastic Four were there.
Right. Well, good. Why don't you go relax, have a seat on the couch. I'll get dinner started.
Alicia walks out of the kitchen, tapping her white cane on the floor, finding her way to the couch. Later that night,
Alicia, dinner's ready.
Phillip walks into the living room where Alicia was.
Alicia?
Phillip looks over to the couch and sees Alicia, asleep on the couch. He smiles as he grabs the blanket from the back of the seat, crouches next to the couch, and covers her with the blanket. As he gets up, he notices the notebook on the coffee table covered in drawings of the Thing. Next to the book stands a sculpture of the Thing, molded from the meteor rock. Phillip continues to the kitchen, grabs a plate of food and sits, eating alone in the dimly lit apartment. The next morning, Phillip's in the locker room, dressing in his uniform. He's moving stuff around in his locker. Eric sees Phillip and walks over to where he is. The other two agents follow closely behind.
Phil, my man.
What do you want, Eric?
Nothing. I'm perfectly fine. Can't say the same about that blind niece of yours. What was her name again?
Alicia.
That's right, Alicia. What a pretty name. From what I hear, she doesn't look too bad herself.
Phillip stops what he's doing.
Do you actually need something?
All I'm saying is, you can't even keep yourself safe. How are you gonna protect her, huh? And especially after hearing about that whole farmer's market fiasco. Just seems like the Fantastic Four keeps having to save your butt. Anyways, we got somewhere to be. Have a nice rest of your day, buddy.
Phillip puts his hand on the pistol in his holster on his side.
You know, maybe I'll swing by and take her out. Show her how a real man takes care of a lady.
The three men turn and head towards the door.
Eric, man, we hitting the gym?
Yeah.
Phillip punches his locker. Ben Grimm, wearing a specially made button-up shirt and slacks, is waiting at the front door of the apartment for his teammates to be ready to leave.
Let's go, guys. We're gonna be late.
Almost ready.
Johnny is in his room, standing in front of a large mirror fixing his hair. Reed and Sue are in the main bathroom. Reed fixing his tie and Sue applying makeup.
I did some digging. Turns out there's not even a commander position in the FBI.
What is the problem between you and Hill?
I don't know. I just get a bad feeling from her. She expects us to work with her, but then she hides stuff from us.
I assume she has her reasons.
Maybe.
Reed, Sue, and Johnny all walk out of their rooms dressed in similar fashion.
Why's Ben all gung-ho about going to some art gallery?
I don't know, but it's nice to see.
Yes, I may finally have someone to talk to about fine art. Just think, the composition used, the thought behind each stroke.
Right, because that's something we need.
Well, don't you all look nice? All right, let's go.
The four walk out of the door together. Later in the night, the group arrives at the art gallery. Waiting there for them are numerous cameras and reporters.
They're here!
Fantastic Four, over here.
The four make their way to the entrance of the building. As they walk, cameras flash, reporters are trying to get the four's attention.
Johnny, say the thing! Say the thing! Sorry, new suit.
The four walk past the paparazzi through the front door of the building. Once they walk through the door, they all stop at the entrance. The gallery is filled with art enthusiasts, walking around and talking with their peers.
So, why are we here?
Thought we could check out the art, get some culture.
Johnny rolls his eyes.
Yeah, sure.
Across the gallery, Ben spots a red-haired woman sitting down next to a sculpture. Johnny follows his gaze.
Oh, okay. I get it now.
What?
Nothing.
Johnny, Reed, why don't we check out some stuff over here?
I'm fine. I think I'll hang with Ben.
Sue grabs Johnny by the ear and pulls him away from the group.
Ow, ow, ow!
Reed follows behind, patting Ben on the back as he passes him.
Good luck, Ben.
Ben begins to walk, slowly, across the gallery, to where Alicia Masters is sitting next to her art.
Hey.
Ben?
Yeah, hey Alicia.
What are you doing here?
I, just happened to be in the neighborhood. You look nice.
Thank you. I assume you do too.
So, this is what you do?
At the same moment, Phillip Masters is getting home from a long day of work.
Alicia, I'm home. Alicia?
Phillip pulls out his phone.
Come on, Alicia.
Hello, you've reached the voicemail of Alicia Masters.
No.
Phillip sits on the couch next to him and puts his phone down on the coffee table in front of him. He then sees the sculpture of the thing that Alicia left. He picks it up and just stares at it, thinking about what Eric had said.
This is all your fault.
Phillip begins to bang the sculpture on the table.
This is all your fault!
Back at the gallery, Ben and Alicia are talking.
So, Alicia, I was wondering if you'd want to go out sometime.
Across the room, Reed, Sue, and Johnny are observing some art from the walls of the show.
This is boring.
Just stick it out, Johnny. For Ben.
Easy for you to say. You enjoy this snooze fest. I'm gonna go outside and entertain the paparazzi.
Johnny walks away and out the door.
Just be sure to get my good side. Who am I kidding? I'm all good side.
After a brief silence, Sue turns to Reed.
So, we're pretty behind on the whole wedding planning thing. We don't even have a date set.
In all fairness, we have been busy with other matters. The mole monsters, the Skrulls, the Atlanteans. We finally have a chance to breathe without something happening.
Ben, are you all right?
Nah!
With that sound, Reed and Sue turn to see a hole through the front wall of the gallery. Ben is walking out.
We finally leaving? I understand you're wanting to get out of there, but the door is right there.
Ben walks through Johnny, pushing him aside, not giving him a thought.
Hey!
Ben keeps walking. Reed and Sue walk out of the hole left. Reed helps Johnny up.
Where is Ben going?
I don't know. He just walked through the wall and right on past me.
Ben walks onto the street where an incoming car moves toward him. The driver sees him and slams on the brakes. The car still hits Ben. He doesn't move. He just grabs the bottom of the front bumper and flips the car. Sue reacts quickly and creates an invisible barrier to cushion the car's fall.
Reed and I will run interference. Johnny, draw him out of the open.
But suit.
Johnny!
Flame on.
Johnny's suit burns away to reveal his Fantastic Four uniform. He flies into the air and in the direction of Ben. He throws a low-level fireball that hits Ben in the back, grabbing his attention.
Yeah, I know. Let's go.
Johnny flies away, leaving Ben following on foot, sprinting down the street.
How do I always end up as the bait?
On the ground, Reed and Sue are helping people evacuate the building safely.
Just keep following the crowd. We'll make sure everyone stays safe.
Please, people, can we try to be a little civilized?
As people are chaotically funneling out of the building, Alicia makes her way through the door. Sue walks over to her.
Susan.
Reed follows behind.
Excuse me, you were the person talking to our friend Ben Grimm, right?
Yes, Alicia.
Hi, Alicia. Do you know what happened? Why did Ben charge out like that?
I don't know. 1 second we're talking and the next he's screaming. And he's filled with anger.
Reed and Sue look at each other. Meanwhile, Johnny has led Ben to a secluded park. Ben is lobbing chunks of the ground at him. Johnny moves, quickly dodging everything thrown his way.
Is this really necessary? Okay, this isn't fun anymore.
Johnny releases a wave of heat at the trunk of the tree. The tree falls, but Ben catches it out of the air. Johnny dives down to attack Ben. Ben swings the tree, hitting Johnny and knocking him out.
That felt good.
Back at his apartment, Phillip looks down at the sculpture in his hands. Suddenly, Ben Grimm breaks through the door to the apartment.
Ha!
Ben stands at the door, not moving a muscle.
What? What are you doing here?
Ben doesn't move.
What do you want?
Ben then punches the coffee table, breaking it. Phillip stumbles back. The next morning, Ben Grimm wakes up on a table in Reed's lab in the Baxter building. Reed, Sue, and Johnny are all spread out around the room. Johnny is looking through equipment thrown into a cardboard box, and Sue is observing the meteor fragment recovered at the beach. Reed is analyzing recordings on a monitor next to Ben.
What happened?
Ben tries to get up, but notices that he's strapped down to the table. Reed and Sue walk over to him.
What's going on?
We had to restrain you. You were quite out of control last night.
Yeah, you really hulked out on us.
Do you not remember anything from last night?
I remember going to the art gallery, but after that, it's foggy.
Looks like someone had a little too much fun partying.
We found you and Johnny both unconscious in the park. Johnny woke up pretty easily, but you were out cold. We brought you back here in the Fantasticar.
And the Frankenstein table?
I performed a few tests while you were under. I started with the CT scan. That came up inconclusive. Then I did an MRI scan. Also inconclusive.
Get to the point, Reed.
I found something with your PET scan.
Sue and Johnny walk over. Reed turns the monitor for everyone to see. Reed points to an image of Ben's brain.
This is your brain now.
He swipes the screen.
This is your brain when we first hooked you up.
Reed points to 2 parts on the diagram. The front of the brain and a small part in the center.
These 2 regions of your brain, the central cortex, notably the frontal lobe, and the reticular activating system, are both functioning at a reduced rate. This is really only seen when someone is asleep or unconscious.
Reed moves his hand and highlights 3 other areas.
Similarly, the orbital frontal cortex, the anterior cingulate cortex, and the perifrontal cortex were not functioning properly. These areas are responsible for emotion control and rationing.
Reed zooms in on the last 2 marked areas of the diagram.
But these 2, the hypothalamus and the periaqueductal gray, are working in overdrive. These are involved in rage.
Let's pretend that all of us didn't graduate with multiple doctorates.
What he's trying to say is that while you were unconscious, you were in a sort of sleepwalking state, but completely driven by rage and still aware enough to attack Johnny.
Precisely.
So, what about now?
Reed zooms back out of the diagram and switches to the other image.
Looking at your most recent readings, there is no sign of anything wrong or having been wrong.
What's that?
Sue zooms into the diagram, pointing out small specks spread throughout. Reed steps in, taking a closer look.
How did I miss this? That looks like...
Reed moves over to the computer and pulls up a different full-body diagram.
This is a scan I took of myself shortly after our exposure to the cosmic rays. It revealed high levels of radiation spread throughout the body. At this point, it has all but faded and merged with our DNA. But the brain scan seems to show lower levels of similar radiation.
Reed.
This is a result of your interaction with the energy discharge from the meteor. I need to contact Agent Johnson. Warn them not to go near the meteor until I can learn a little more.
Reed grabs his phone and the card with Agent Johnson's contact from the desk.
Wait, if this is affecting Ben, what about that agent that was with him?
Ben's body is used to that kind of radiation at this point.
So whatever's happening to him could be much worse.
The Fantastic Four land in the Fantastic car outside of the Master's apartment building.
This is the location Agent Johnson gave us. The agent lives here.
This place looks familiar.
The four make their way through the building. They end up at the broken-in door of the apartment.
Looks like something went down here.
The four enter the apartment. Reed heads to the bedroom. Sue goes to the kitchen. Johnny goes to the bathroom. And Ben goes to the living room.
You would think the FBI would treat their people better. This place is rough.
Reed, did you get a name on this guy?
Phillip Masters.
Masters?
Ben turns to the door. In walks Alicia.
Uncle Phillip, I'm home. What happened to the door?
Alicia.
Ben? What are you doing here? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. You live here?
Yes, with my uncle. Why, is he in trouble?
Reed, Sue, and Johnny walk into the room.
Your uncle could be in danger. Is there anywhere you think he could be?
He's only ever here or at work.
Ben suddenly falls down, landing on one knee.
Yeah!
Ben!
Reed and Johnny each grab one of Ben's arms and help him to his feet.
You good?
Yeah. I think I know where he is.
Meanwhile, Phillip Masters walks into a gym. Inside, Eric O'Grady and his two friends are in the corner, working out on a punching bag. They're all wearing matching red tracksuits.
Nice work, man.
Yo, is that?
Eric turns to see Phillip walking towards the trio.
Hey, Phil! What are you doing here? I didn't know you worked down at this gym. Or any gym, really.
Phillip pulls out a pistol and points it at Eric.
Whoa!
Oh, hey, man!
I've had enough, Eric.
Chris and Mitchell look at each other and both run to the exit.
Hey!
Sorry, man.
It ain't worth it, man.
Outside, the Fantastic Four are traveling in the Fantastic car. Alicia is sitting in Johnny's usual seat while he flies alongside them. Ben lands the Fantastic car in the middle of the street.
Why do you think he's here, Ben?
I don't know. Just got a weird feeling. Like something is drawing me here.
Sue and Reed exit the Fantastic car. Ben turns to Alicia.
Stay here, Alicia. We don't know what we're walking into.
Ben begins to walk out. Alicia reaches out her hand and grabs hold of Ben's forearm.
Please, don't hurt him. He's a good man.
Let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Ben exits the vehicle.
So, did you get your good luck kiss?
Shut up. Do I really gotta wear this thing, Reed?
It will help me monitor your vitals.
Fine.
A couple of people start running out of the gym.
We should probably get in there.
The four push past the evacuating crowd. Phillip is standing over Eric, pointing the gun at the cowering man. There is a bullet hole in the wall next to Eric's head.
Doesn't feel too good, huh? The torture? Say it! Say it doesn't feel good.
It doesn't feel good.
Phillip, let him go.
I can't. After everything he's done, he needs to know how he made me feel.
Whatever he's done, it couldn't make him deserve this. It's the radiation. This isn't you.
You're right. He doesn't deserve this.
Phillip lowers his gun.
That's too easy.
Phillip takes out the sculpture of Ben with his other hand. The device on Ben's arm starts to signal something.
Reed, what does that mean?
Ben grabs the device, takes it off, and crushes it.
He is not in control.
Reed turns to Phillip.
This is you.
Give him what he deserves.
Ben walks towards Eric.
What are you?
Ben swings his fist, throwing a punch at Eric. Eric was pushed to the side slightly by Sue's invisible power. Eric gets up and runs. Phillip shoots him in the leg.
Ah!
Get him!
Ben starts walking after Eric. He struggles to get up and tries to limp away. Ben, close behind him, tries to grab Eric, but is blasted by a fireball. He turns his attention to Johnny.
Come on, Ben. I don't want to hurt you.
Ben starts to walk towards Johnny, who is blocked off by an invisible wall. Reed stretches one arm around the racks holding a couple weights, then stretches his other arm around Ben's. Ben grabs Reed's stretched out arm with his other hand and pulls, causing Reed and the rack to be pulled toward him. He then catches them both and throws them in Sue's direction. Sue creates a personal field in front of herself, lowering the impact of the hit. The field drops and Johnny starts blasting Ben again. Ben charges forward, grabbing Johnny out of the air by his leg, and then pins him against the wall. Johnny continues blasting fire in Ben's face. Ben pulls back his fist and is caught by Reed's, this time stretching his arms around Ben's arm and his legs around Ben's. Sue sends a wave of force at Ben's legs, knocking him off his feet. Reed continues restraining Ben's arm, while Sue projects a force field over the other, holding it down. Johnny keeps blasting fire, hoping to hold Ben back long enough to come up with a plan. Ben continues to struggle against his teammates. Eric collapses a little ways away.
How do we revert this, Reed?
His mind is in a state similar to a deep sleep. So, we just have to find a way to wake him up.
Well, if this isn't working, I don't know what will.
Finish this already!
Ben manages to break through Sue's construct. He then moves his other arm, causing Reed to get caught in the blast of fire. Ben grabs Reed and then pulls him off his body. He then throws Reed at Johnny.
Good! Now him!
Ben walks towards the collapsed Eric. He picks him up by the collar. Ben shifts his hand to Eric's throat and starts squeezing.
Ben, don't.
Alicia walks into the gym.
Alicia?
Alicia walks over to Ben.
Ben, this isn't you. You don't want to do this.
Alicia places a hand on Ben's shoulder. Ben drops Eric. Ben looks down.
Alicia?
Fine, I'll do it myself.
Phillip points the gun at Eric.
Put the gun down.
Phillip turns and looks outside. He sees Agent Daisy Johnson standing there, surrounded by agents, all with guns trained on him. Phillip drops the gun.
Go get him.
Agents enter the building, putting handcuffs on Phillip and helping Eric up and exit the building. Reed runs outside.
Agent Johnson, he needs help. It was not his fault. At least, not all of it was.
What do you mean?
He was influenced to a certain extent by the radioactive energy in his brain. He needs to be treated, not incarcerated.
That'll be taken into consideration.
The agents put Eric and Phillip in separate cars. They all drive away, leaving the Fantastic Four and Alicia in the ruined gym. The next day, Reed is running a final test on Ben.
It looks like all the radiation is dissipated. You are all clear.
Good. I got a date.
Later that day, Ben is walking with Alicia through the farmer's market.
I know it's not an ideal first date, but I appreciate you helping me get dinner.
No problem. Least I could do after everything that happened.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, your apartment was in your uncle's name, and with all that destruction, if you need a place to stay, I'm sure there's an open loft in the building.
I might just take you up on that, Ben Grimm.
Ben smiles.
Fantastic Four the audio drama, Season 1, Episode 4, Puppeted Emotions, featuring Ruben Marquez as Narrator, Nabeelah-Florence Ahktar as Maria Hill, Maggie Dykes as Daisy Johnson, Jacob Lovell as Phillip Masters, William Wilkinson III as Reed Richards, William Wilkinson IV as Ben Grimm, Noah Wilkinson as Johnny Storm, Wojciech Matras as Hans Stutgart, Veronica Wilkinson as Sue Storm, Jeff Pfeiffer as J. Jonah Jameson, Marrow Johnson as Eric O'Grady, Nina Urriza as Alicia Masters, William Wilkinson IV as John Horton, Jeff Doka as Chris McCarthy, Adam Lee as Mitchell Carson, Petra Antonovich as Reporter 1, Camille Lemplumey as Reporter 2, Noah Wilkinson as Reporter 3, Taylor Williams as The Ruler. Written by William Wilkinson IV. Edited by William Wilkinson IV. Fantastic Four World's Greatest Heroes theme composed by Noam Kaniel. Cover by Joe Caleb DeMello. Music sourced from Pixabay. Sound effects sourced from freesound.org. Based on Marvel Comics' Fantastic Four comics. Fantastic Four is a copyright owned by Marvel Entertainment. This is a fan production with no copyright infringement intended. Leave a comment and tell us what you thought of the episode. Stay up to date by following us on Instagram at Cortex Sound. If interested in auditioning for the show, email us at sound.cortex@gmail.com. Check out our after show channel, Fantastic Four TAD Behind the Scenes Podcast. Find us on Patreon at Cortex Sound and join for free exclusive content. Thank you for listening.
In a country in Eastern Europe atop a mountain overlooking a small town stands a castle. In it, a ruler wearing a green hooded cape and metal armor and a face mask sits on his throne.
Sire, I have come bearing news. There is proof. The cosmic rays are real. I was only able to grab a small sample, but this meteor was irradiated by it. Transformed by it.
A man hands the meteor sample to the ruler.
That will be all. You are dismissed.
The man walks out of the throne room. The ruler gets up from his throne and walks down the stairs. He continues walking down one of the corridors in the castle until he reaches a blank wall with a single sconce holding a torch. He pulls it down like a lever, revealing a secret passageway. He makes his way down the secret staircase, ending up in a large laboratory. He puts the meteor sample down on the table and walks over to a monitor. He picks up a tablet from the same table and taps it, causing something to play on the screen. The monitor shows news footage of the Fantastic Four in their battle with Giganto, the Skrulls, the Atlanteans, and the Griffin monster at the farmer's market.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Fantastic Four.
It is about time this Fantastic Four face their doom.